Alright, we're back. I lost power in the recent stream, but I just deleted it, so it's wiped from existence. But I lost power because we just got AC units for a couple of our rooms that we spend the most time in, because it's hot pretty much everywhere right now. At least in the, I think, the northern hemisphere, or whatever that is. Wherever it's summer, it's hot right now. And yeah, so we got AC units, and the one that we put in the other room keeps making the power go out. So could be about the outlet. I'm no electrician, but hopefully it's not the AC unit itself. Otherwise I'll have to take it back. But anyways, we are back here at Vallelunga. I'm pretty sure I've only driven this track maybe at the most maybe 10 times, so I'm not the best at it, but I know it well enough to race here. So yeah, we're doing the career mode. We're about 63% through the career mode already. I've done that off stream. I just figured I would stream the rest, because why not? Don't know if it saved my setup from the last time I used this. I don't think it did. Alright, so a little less wing. Try the soft tires first. I'll actually turn the roll bars up a little bit in the front. Stiffen that front end a little bit. Might need to actually probably stiffen the rear as well. Try that out. Traction control bump up to 5 since I'm not that confident here. ABS down to 3. I don't brake too hard. I can't adjust the brake sensitivity on this, at least as far as I know, with the G29 at least. So you have to press the brakes pretty hard to get full brake travel. So it's pretty hard to lock up. You don't really. This game's braking is really good in my opinion. It's you don't necessarily need to brake full lock or full brake travel like other games. It's much more realistic. Anyways, I think I'll bump the brake bias up a little bit, and yeah, let's see how this feels. Oh, I forgot. I need to pull up the chat. Uno momento. Alrighty. Also had to add the details to the stream, such as, you know, like what game I'm playing and whatnot. Alright, pull up the chat. Skull Rush, what's up, man? The guy behind me just pulled out of the pits. Kind of scared me a little. He's not ready for that. Alright, let's get into it. Sounds pretty good. Could be better. Car feels good. A little understeery, but I think that could just be my lines. Oh yeah, the front left is getting a little warm already. So I'll probably want to run mediums. Might be able to pull off softs for a fast lap for qualifying. Lower the tire pressure a little bit. But yeah, I'll usually just skip practice once I feel confident with the car. That was a good first warm-up lap. I feel good enough with that. Yeah, let's put on some, or yeah, we'll start with the mediums. If I feel like I can get a faster lap out of the softs, I'll give it a go. But it's a little too warm for soft tires. Clutch grab point is super low. Or not low, super high. Judo, what's up, man? How's your guys' weekends? Cold tires, cold tires. Oh, I forgot to mention, we are also running the AI on hard mode. If it's too easy, I will bump it up the next race, but I think for a track I don't know all too well, like, I know it good enough to race here, but for a track I don't know that well, probably shouldn't have the AI on super high. I want to have a good race. Tires just got super cold again. Just gonna have to run. Just go for it. Warm the tires up that way. Too early there. This corner has a late apex, I think. traction control F1. Okay, maybe that's not the line. Saw there's Z4 behind me. He's like, come on, dude. I'm trying my best. I think the AI might be at a good level, though. So I'm pulling away from him in some areas, and then he's catching up to me again. Seems like it should be good. Oh. And a little slippery. It's a lot of right-hand corners, so the left side tires are getting plenty of heat, but the rights are not getting enough. Maybe if I lower the tire pressure on that side, it might help. Or raise it, I guess. I don't know, I'm still new to this whole tuning game. That really unsettled the car, taking that corner like that. Alright, I think... Or well, no. Let's do this. We'll try to immerse ourselves. We'll go into the pit lane like we would in real life. What's up? How's it going, dude? Appreciate y'all joining me for this very relaxed stream. I don't expect a huge amount of viewers. I just figured I might as well stream this since like I usually do. Or like I usually say, when I play racing games, I'm usually doing another thing at the same time, like listening to something or... Well, usually, yeah, no. It's usually just listening to something, or... It could be like a video in the background, but it's something I'm just listening to, obviously. Anyways. Appreciate y'all joining me. Because instead of doing that, I'm streaming this time. Haven't really been in the mood to stream much lately, but... And I know YouTube loves consistent daily streams or uploads, but I'm not too worried about that. This is Assetto Corsa, my friend. Do you even read the title? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna hop in the pits. I binned it anyways. Let's just go to the pits. I don't feel like going all the way around again. So I think the setup is fine. Maybe we can loosen the rear end just a little bit. It is a little stiff. Let's try softs, and we'll lower the left side a tad because it gets warmer, and I think lower tire pressure builds a little less heat, ideally. Might be the other way around, we'll find out. Sorry, I couldn't find the title. Sure, you couldn't. You have one of the most sarcastic senses of humor. It's pretty awesome. It's hard to know when you're being serious. I find that entertaining. I bet some people just think you're a real asshole, though. I've seen you in other streams, not just talking about in mine. Not to call you out. I was reading chat. That was a bad time to read chat. Some people think you're joking when you're dead serious. Well, that's what happens when you when you troll a little too much. When you actually ask a genuine question, they're like, shut up. It's the downside of being a sarcasm enthusiast. Yeah, dang, the front left is getting way too hot. Maybe if I push a little less on this lap and then go all out the next lap, I can manage to keep it under wraps. But I'm definitely not going to be able to use softs in the race. Yeah, exactly. Problem is, I gotta keep these right side tires up to temperature. Where is he? Go by me. There he is. I want to study your line anyways. Alright, here we go. Hot lap. Pushing it, pushing it. Come on, cool down a little bit. If you talk to your tires, they'll listen to you, I promise. That was a late pit entry. That was a little better. See if we can do any better. Just gotta push. That didn't help. I overcorrected. Dang it. Alright, well, we'll stick with that. We'll try and make up spots in the race. I don't expect to have a super good result in this race. I'm not the best at this track. I don't really know it that well. What's up, J-Mag? I laugh like your moves. My moves are pretty white. If you're talking about dance moves, but I got rhythm at least. Let's go ahead, skip session. I think we qualified 9th, something like that. 10th? Okay, that's alright. We're gonna do our best. I didn't think, I tried medium AI in the first round of this series, and it was a little too easy. So I bumped it up to hard for this race. This is the second round of the series. I forget which chapter of the career mode that I'm in, but this is the second race in the series I'm in. We're in the Z4 for the whole championship. I think it's about 6 races. I got first place in the first one, so if we don't have that good of a result, that's all right. We'll I think I know the rest of the tracks much better, so I want to keep it on hard because medium is a little too easy, so we'll see how hard this goes. I think I can make up places as the race goes. These are longer races too. I think there's going to be at least like 30 laps. So I'm going to fill my tank to the maximum just to be safe, because I'm not exactly sure how many laps. I wish it told you. Maybe it does. I could be oblivious. I feel like 100 might be enough, but we'll go the full 110. That's all right. And then tires on mediums. And then I think we're good to go. I'm gonna drink some water real quick, hype myself up, slap myself in the face a few times. Oh, by the way, guys, do me a favor and let me know while there's not much sound going on. Can you guys hear my AC unit? I just installed an AC unit in my room. It works like a charm. I'm feeling like a new man when it comes to racing in the heat. Or there is no heat anymore. Well, outside there is, but not in this room. Yeah, can you guys hear it? Is there like a monotone noise in the background? Because if there is, I can turn it off. My room should be fine for for a little while. Tosh, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. When are you gonna start streaming again? I miss you. Miss your streams. I miss your hectic ass lobbies. Yeah, I'm playing AC with a fresh new AC unit. Doesn't bother you? But you can hear it though, because it is kind of loud. It's not super loud, but okay. If you can hear it, I'll turn it off. Um, I might turn it on just for like a little bit if I get too hot, but I doubt that'll happen. It's starting to cool off anyways. It's already almost 6 o'clock, and now there is silence. Um, I bought this on release and never raced online. Uh, Racing online in this game is it can be fun, but it's very casual because there's no matchmaking or anything like that. There's no ranking system or anything. It's just straight up lobby systems, and the lobby system is pretty ancient. Um, I think pr- probably the best lobby system for PS4 when it works is Gran Turismo, but we all know it has its issues. So, and Project Cars is pretty good too, but yeah, this one's lobby system is pretty ancient. You have to like you can only do one track at a time. You can't change any of the settings once you've set them. Um, you can't like you have to pick every single car that goes into the race, which is fine, but it'd be nice if you could have like a preset like of like okay, this is my GT3 car listing, and I just pull that up or something. Like if that makes sense, it would improve it a lot. But anyways, no, no oh that's not much of a difference. Okay, well I'll keep it on then. Actually, I'm gonna leave it off for a little bit, just because I've been running it for a while. Try and save a little energy. Anyways, let's get this race going, shall we? Oh, I want softs. No, don't want those. Oh, why does it keep resetting? All right, how about now? What? Shoot, do I have to change my tires in qualifying? Or yeah, in the qualifying session before I start the race? Hope not. Hopefully that stays. Or wait, maybe I have to press A. Or no, because there's no way to do that. All right. Well, hope for the best. Hopefully we get mediums. Gran Turismo has issues. Sorry, I was catching up with the chat a little bit. All right, let's do this. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna drink a little more water. I'm thirsty. All right. Let's go. Oh, cool. We did get medium tires. 40 laps. Okay. All right. Here we go. Glad I filled the tank. Oh, bad start. Well, we're pulling on him though. Oh, that guy doesn't know what to do. The send. Oh, he's fighting back though. Forgot to raise tire pressure on the rights. Shoot. Oh, he just gave it to me. I like that wind noise it makes when you're in the draft. That's pretty cool. Dan Gooch. What a great name. Alright, we're doing well. Made up a lot of positions already. Let's keep it going. Getting a call. How am I going to answer this? Might have to just call him back. Wait, no, I can do this. Alright, sorry about that. I managed to answer the call and not die. I did get stuck in first gear for a second there, but that's alright. I'm having a tough time catching up to these guys. We're like at a very similar pace. And then there's one guy way up there. He's probably just pulling away, which is a shame because that's insane how fast he's going. Because compared to, it might be because I was, the last race, or the first round of this championship was at the Nürburgring GP, and I know that track pretty well, so it may be because I was driving well there. But the guy in the AI that was challenging me for first place was also like miles ahead of the guys in like where I am right now. But he wasn't quite enough of a challenge, so I bumped it up one difficulty level, and now these guys are nailing it. So it's kind of frustrating that there's no, or that it's such a huge jump. Might have to do a couple races on medium just so I have enough points to win the championship. Or I could just get good. I feel like such a scrub at this track. I'm able to get around it, but not very fast. Got a lot of learning to do here. Also, I'm not sure if this is a good car here. Oh boy. Pushed a little too hard through it. Through that S-curve that lap. Or this lap. My call was not really that important, but it was from the guy that I'm gonna go hang out with after this. Yeah, he's got a cool new little setup in his backyard, so we're gonna go hang out, drink some beers, play some music, play some drinking games, such as, what is it, cornhole, or they have cornhole and horseshoes that they just set up. I think I'm better at horseshoes than I am at cornhole. Just because I've played horseshoes more, I think. Those guys are getting away from me, unfortunately. It's a shame, because I'm like in no man's land. The guys behind me are miles behind, and then the guys ahead of me are pulling away. This AI is good, like, in terms of, like, close racing, but when it comes to giving you a good race, it's kind of hard to find a good difficulty setting. I feel like it changes for each track, too. We'll try our best though. Get our head down. Try and catch up. Maybe they'll pit. Maybe they're on soft tires. I'm hoping to go the whole race on this tank and on these tires. I think I can do it. I don't like to call people names, but I'll call myself names any day of the week. Or my friends, because they know I'm joking. Plus it's like a fun name, like Steve, however you say his last name, Steve Debaya from TCJ's streams. I always see him there. Call him Dubs. I guess that's name calling, but you know, in a nice way. But yeah, Scrub. That's just a classic gamer insult. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should use second through there. Obviously not how I did there, but the lap previously, I feel like the way I used second was beneficial. Oh wait, I'm in 4th position? Okay, I think someone either crashed or someone pitted. Because I gained a spot and I didn't even realize. So I was in 5th for a very long time. As I completely visit the Shadow Realm briefly. If you drink enough, you can be good at both of them, yeah. It's hard to read chat and drive a more serious simulator. Got so many things to pay attention to. It's much easier to stream GT and chat with the chat. Yeah, I think you need to brake more there and pop down into second to get that turn in. Because you want to hug the apex so you get that outside line for the next corner. Or outside entry. I like this track. It's a good mix of fast flowing sections and then tight technical corners. The scenery is a little bland, but that's okay. And there's not a whole lot of elevation change either, which is my favorite, but being somewhat of a amateur or probably more of a rookie. Somewhere in the middle, maybe. It's probably best that I get the basics down on flat tracks, because elevation changes in Sims and in real life are a lot more, how do I say it? I guess challenging. Ooh, that was close. I think I might want second there as well. It's hard to tell when I don't have someone in front of me. Suppose I could just look at the delta, but my favorite way of learning a track is just to hop in a race and learn from people who know it better than you. And AI know tracks pretty well. Depends on the AI though. Uh-oh. Tried to go for my late apex line there and almost completely binned it. Wasn't too bad, but we lost a lot of time. I think that's a McLaren. It's hunting us down now. My tires just aren't warm enough. I'm just gonna turn the HUD off and ignore it. Stresses me out. Come on. Oof. Save your replay and watch their gearing setup. They almost... Oh. I forgot. Well, I guess I didn't forget. I saw it when I was in the setup screen, but... I thought you couldn't change gear ratios in GT3 cars, but... I guess that would make sense if you could in a game. Just figured in a simulator you probably wouldn't be able to, but I think I remember seeing the gear settings in the setup menu. I don't think the gearing is the problem though. There's only a couple corners where where I don't feel the gearing is right. Plus, I'm not sure if I could watch their, like, the AIs driving and be able to tell what their gear ratio is, to be honest. I don't know if I have that good of an eye to be like, oh, that's this gear ratio. I might be able to tell if it's shorter or longer, maybe. The final drive, that is. Definitely wouldn't be able to tell. Like, oh yeah, that gear is longer. I don't know the cars that well. But that's a good tip. That's good thinking. If you can do that to help you out, more power to you, but I don't think I'm skilled enough to do that. You want to have your gearing set where it'll max out. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, max out at the longest straight. That makes sense. The gears are, yeah, I feel like the gears could be a bit shorter. That way I could, on the back straight, I could max it out. That's a good shout. That's why I stream though, because friendly people like you give me tips. I don't mind the back seating because I need all the advice I can get, honestly. Because I feel like while I can competently get around a track, I could always use some advice to be faster. Because I'm no, especially with games like this that I love to play but don't really know what I'm doing so much. Even still though, I have a great time playing this game. Yeah, I'm only able to max out to 5th gear right there. This car has 6 gears, so if I max out 6th gear right there, that might be a bit better. I will keep that in mind. I'm already too far into this race to be like, screw it, I'm gonna go change it, but luckily this is a championship, so I don't think you have to win every race to 100% the game. You just have to win the championship, I'm pretty sure. And I won the first round, this is the second round, and I think we're in 4th, so if we finish 4th, that'd be a good result. Kind of want to keep it on hard mode because I like the challenge, but I also want to have closer racing. So I feel like, especially on tracks like this, if I pump it down to medium, it might be more entertaining, especially from a viewer standpoint. I don't mind bumping it down. I got nothing to prove. Dang it. Alright, well, 5th. If we finish 5th, that'll be a good result. Wait a minute, I'm in 3rd. Okay, so these guys are pitting. I think I can make this. I got plenty of fuel. Looks like the tires should last. I'm gonna go for the no-stopper. Might even pick up another position if I'm lucky. but I was in second, and I didn't even realize it. So yeah, those guys are definitely running soft tires. That's why they have so much more pace. That makes sense. Easy now. I appreciate that. The jinx, I don't think that was you. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment. I like to think that I have a good how do I put this? I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm able to get a car around a track in one piece for the most part in a race. I like to think that I can be consistent, but I definitely have room for improvement. I really do want to get a PC in the future, hopefully by the end of the year, so I can start playing around with mods and play new games like iRacing and get more of a more of an immersive experience, and also be able to stream better quality content in the sense of, you know, being able to switch between games, and not even so much that, just being able to you know, if the game crashes, the whole stream doesn't crash. Streaming from the PS4 is super convenient, but it has its drawbacks. So there's multiple reasons I want to get a PC. I can't stop talking about that enough. I'm so excited to get one, honestly, but I still have a lot of saving up to do. Feel the tires are starting to get a little worn, so I'm trying to adjust my driving accordingly. We're almost halfway through the race, so it makes sense. I think they'll last, though. They might get a little sketchy towards the end, but I think they'll make it. Using all the track. Oops. Bring it back. There we go. What's up, mama's boy? How's it going, man? I think the problem, as far as having a close race, which is what I was hoping would happen, I think since I'm on a completely different strategy than the other guys, I think that's just causing everyone to be out on their own. Maybe those guys in the back are all still bunched up, I don't know. But it seems like everyone towards the front's in their own world right now. Let's see, yeah, the guy in front of me is 10 seconds ahead. The guy behind is 20 seconds behind. And then, oh yeah, the few guys towards the back are all bunched up still. Well, at least they're having a good race. Or an entertaining race, I should say. The more laps I put in, the more I like this track. It's got a great flow to it, while also being deceiving. Alright, lap 23 now. Told you these races were kind of long. That sun is blinding. See, I can't see where I'm going. Nah, I don't think I braked hard enough. Apologies for the silence, I just needed some water. Sound in this game is good though, so me not talking is perfectly fine with me. I don't know about you guys. This car could sound better. The engine. Pretty sure it's the V8 from the E92 M3. Just, you know, stroked out and tuned to the max. Probably not the max. It's probably limited by class regulations, but it doesn't really have that raw V8 sound that I know it has. Maybe if I go in chase cam real quick, if we hear it from behind, it might sound a bit better. Oh my god, it sounds completely different. Yeah, it sounds good from back here. Oh god, this is hard. Super GT. Did it again. Whoops. Oops. Sorry, Jackie. Tires on the left are starting to Get a little worn there, but they're still okay. Oh boy, that was close. I thought we were a goner. Gotta start braking earlier there. Not the best line. Drifto! Okay, these tires are starting to be a little dicey. Turn the traction control up one. See if we can manage it. I'd rather not have to stop for tires. What's up, Dez? How you doing, buddy? Oof. Dreadler. An hour of Bathurst. I can imagine. I forget. Are you a fan of Bathurst like I am? It's usually a love it or hate it kind of track. Good man. Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it really, I think it grows on you if you give it a chance. But yeah, it is a really tough track, and especially for endurance races, it's really hard to stay consistent. I love that track though, it's so good. It'd be a dream come true to drive that track in IRL. I wonder when the next Bathurst, I think it's 6 hour, is the endurance race they have there, the big one. I forget what time of year that is. That might be coming up soon. But I think it's winter over there right now, so maybe not. Alright. After this lap, only 10 more to go. We can do this. Come on, tires, hang in there. I think we're gaining on this. If this is the guy in second, we're gaining on him. Very slowly, but we're gaining on him. Oh, it was in April? That feels so long ago already. The Spa 24-hour was pretty awesome. There were a lot of safety cars, but it happens. I was super happy to see Nicky Team won his class. Love that guy. Ah, yes, the Bathurst 1000. So we can look forward to that at least. 24-hour for full course yellow, yeah. That's just when, you know, you just stop watching and go do something else for a little bit, and then you come back and there's racing. Hopefully. I was lucky enough to, when I tuned in, there was a lot of good racing. So, viewer experience may vary, especially in a 24-hour race. You can't watch the whole thing unless you're absolutely dedicated. Or you're there. Even still, I don't think the people who are there at the track for the whole 24 hours. If you are, hats off. Obviously the crew is, but like the teams and all that, but I'm talking about the fans, the hashtag best fans. Oh, we are gaining on this McLaren. I'm pretty sure that's the guy in second. We can do this. Come on. This is actually, knock on wood, going to be a great result. I was expecting to finish 5th when this race started. Here we are battling for second. Not battling, but we might be shortly. Yeah, we qualified 10th out of, I think, 11 cars. So, and I also bumped it up a difficulty level from the first race I did. I didn't stream the first round of this championship. I should have, but kind of glad I didn't. It was a bit of a cakewalk. That's why I bumped up the difficulty. And at first, I was able to make up quite a few positions, but then once I caught up to the faster guys, they were just pulling away like it was, they were making it look easy. And I realized once I just started gaining positions out of nowhere that they were stopping to, I imagine, just change tires. So I think they started on softs, and I've been running these mediums the whole race. So I think it was just a difference of strategy. At first I thought it was the difficulty, but now it makes sense. It's all coming full circle. We're catching up to Dan Gooch in the McLaren. No, not with lines like that we aren't, though. Yeah, just a little recap for you. Well, I do want to win the championship, that's the thing. If I was just doing it for fun, I would definitely turn up the difficulty more, because when I'm just playing for fun, I don't care about my result. But I'm trying to beat the career mode, so I'd rather not have to do the whole championship over again, you know? So I think if I keep it on this difficulty, I might be able to win the championship. I think it's in the realm of possibility. If it starts looking like I might not, then I'll probably bump down the difficulty to get a couple easier wins. Yeah, think of this kind of like Gran Turismo. You want to win. Wow, this is a much more realistic experience. At the end of the day, the goal is to win. And, well, I love challenging myself, and it is a good way to get better by putting yourself against, you know, the hardest or near the hardest difficulty. AI. I'd rather complete the career on my first way through, and then I can go back and do again if I want on a harder difficulty. But I think what's cool about this game is you can set up your own championships, and that's usually what I do if I'm just doing a championship for fun. I haven't done it a lot, but I've done it at least a couple times, and it's really cool because you can set up pretty much everything. Mr. Gooch. Slow down, sir. Thank you. He listened to me. Oh, I need to rev this thing out. Yeah, I almost went wide because I got so much more speed from revving it out there. Well, it's a little late to be learning that, but at least I'm learning. I figured to shift on the last red dot, but after you pass that, it starts blinking, so I think that is the ideal time to shift. Learning our car 35 laps into the race. Only the most professional experience here. He's pulling away. Although I did make a couple mistakes. Let's try and reel him back in. She got a little loose on me there. How are the tires looking? They're still hanging in there, man. My right tires haven't really been at the ideal temperature this whole race, but we're making it work. Yeah, you can just hear that last shift right there. It's much more in the peak rev range. Mr. Gooch is not giving it up easy. My tires are starting to fall off. I can't keep up with them. They're still hanging in there though, they've got enough. Dang it. Pushing real hard. These tires are just... they're old. Starting to get warm in here. Turn back the AC. Turn it back on, that is. Apologize for the noise, but I think with the car it shouldn't be bad. But yes, sir. The G29. That's not first place, is it? No way. My tires have just about had it. I can't keep up with the McLaren. That's got to be a back marker ahead of him. No way first place dropped down like that. I guess it's possible. Oh my god, they wrecked! Or well, he did. Alright, second place. Let's hold on to it. This is the last lap. He wrecked on the last lap. And in a shocking turn of events, is this scripted? Is this career mode scripted? Well, second place. Started 10th, finished second. I'll take it. All right. Yeah, best not spoil it. Although there's only 3 of you guys. So. Not a big deal. But the fact that you even said that was funny enough. Alright, so we have to wait for everyone to finish. Okay, yeah, so I finished almost 30 seconds behind the guy in first. That wasn't the guy in first. But that's pretty good for starting from 10th. Freaking John Doe winning the race in the Z4, so making me feel like a scrub. Yeah, thank you, Des. That was a good race. I am gonna call it a night here because I am going to go hang out with my friends for a little bit. I may stream the next round a little bit later tonight or sometime in the future. But thank you guys for tuning in. Mr. Martinez, I enjoy both games very much. It's just when it comes to immersiveness and, you know, simminess, if that's it's not a word, but we'll pretend it is. Um, this game blows GT out of the water. Ideally, you want a PC to play this game because you can do mods and, you know, it probably has a better lobby system than the one that this PS4 version comes with. At least I would hope so. I'm pretty sure it does. Um, but yeah, as far as this game goes, it's my favorite simulator on the PS4. Hopefully, I can get a PC by the end of the year and start experiencing it, you know, how it should be experienced. But I love GT Sport 2. It's just, it's much more of a, you know, hop in and go type game. It's it's much more casual, to put it simply. Um, but the racing, when it's, you know, when it's good, the racing is probably the best racing experience you can have on PlayStation. Um, Mainly because the matchmaking system is really good, and the lobby system, when it works, is really good. Um, so yeah, they're hard to compare. I really like them both. I just I try to I try to play I try to vary my game my gameplay, if that makes sense. I try to play different games. Um, the main three racing games I play um, would be GT, Gran Turismo Sport, and then this game, Assetto Corsa, and then Project Cars 2. Those are my main three. I try to cycle between them, you know, evenly to try and not be a one-trick pony when it comes to racing games. Try to be, you know, varied, but when it comes down to it, if I had to pick one of the three to play for, you know, if I could only play one of those three games for the rest of my life, I guess, it'd probably be this game, just because there's so much there's so much depth to this game, r- despite how simple it is, um, in terms of, you know, physics and car tuning and, you know, skill progression. It's there's so much to there's a lot more possibilities when it comes to, especially on PC. But if we're just talking PS4, um, this game has enough to where I'd be okay with playing only this game. Um, Although Gran Turismo is a very close second, very very close second. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna call the stream here. Thanks for the question. It gave me a little rant to go on before the end of the stream. Wouldn't be a dib stream without a rant before the stream ending. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you hanging out with me while I learn this game, because as much as I have played this game, I feel like I'm always learning. So I think that's why I like it so much. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I will see you guys next time, either later tonight or sometime later this week. I'm gonna try and be streaming more frequently. I wasn't really in the best of moods over the past couple weeks. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Mercury was in Gatorade or whatever. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad a few of you guys hung out with me. It was it's funny how the chat works. It's like, at least in my streams, it's usually like a few people hanging out for long periods of time, but not like all at once. It's funny how it works. But anyways, before I keep rambling anymore, I will talk to you guys later. Appreciate that, Martinez. I will definitely be doing more lobbies on GT Sport in the future. Maybe even some lobbies on this game or PC2. But when it comes to lobbies, when it works, the Gran Turismo lobbies are the best for, you know, people coming in and out and just having, you know, good races. It's hard to, you know, the skill levels are much more varied on games like this. Um, Whereas, Gran Turismo is more of like a casual game. You can even, I think I think I've raced someone who was 12 one time in one of my lobbies. Yeah, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, day, or morning, wherever or whatever time it is for you. Um, I always feel like there's something I want to say before I go, but there usually isn't. I will see you guys next time. Thank you again for tuning in. And if you're watching this back as a VOD, I appreciate you catching up with my streams. That means a lot to me. Um, yeah, that's going to do it. Talk to you later, guys. Have a great one. Diblo out. That's right. See ya.